Join us for the mind-blowing third flight test of SpaceX's Starship program. In a spectacular display of engineering marvel, Starship executes a flawless static fire, utilizing all 6 powerful Raptor engines. This mission, designated as SHIP-28, showcases the tremendous progress made by SpaceX on their groundbreaking spaceship. Watch in awe as each Raptor engine ignites, propelling Starship towards new horizons. Don't miss out on this incredible milestone in space exploration. Buckle up and journey with us to the stars. Fly high and witness the power of SHIP-28. We'll discuss this test and other key developments in this video.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of my channel.
Before we dive into the details, remember to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on Starship and other important SpaceX news. SpaceX is rapidly advancing with its Starship project. Recently, there has been significant activity suggesting that another major launch could be just a few weeks away, pending the approval of the required launch license. In preparation for this upcoming launch, SpaceX has recently conducted an important test at Starbase. About a month ago, SHIP-25 and Booster 7 achieved a significant milestone in SpaceX's Starship program by successfully completing a launch. This event was a crucial step in validating the design and functionality of the Starship system. And now, they are advancing rapidly towards the third flight test of its Starship program, with significant progress being made on SHIP-28. Just a couple of days ago, SHIP-28 was rolled to suborbital Pad B to complete engine testing. The vehicle has already undergone 2 cryogenic proof tests and spent 2.5 months at the ship stand receiving engines and upgrades. The testing schedule for SHIP-28 is expected to be condensed, possibly including a cryoproof, a 6-engine spin prime, and a 6-engine static fire before it's ready for stacking with Booster 10. Booster 10, the counterpart to SHIP-28 in the Flight 3 stack, has also been undergoing preparations. It received its hot stage ring and was placed on a new booster transport stand designed for easier movement and stacking onto the orbital launch mount. Like SHIP-28, Booster 10's testing may include a cryoproof, a 33-engine spin prime, and a 33-engine static fire. Regarding the orbital launch pad, after the second flight test, Musk noted that the pad needed minimal refurbishment. SpaceX has since been working on pad refurbishment, including inspecting or replacing hold-down clamps, removing parts of the booster quick disconnect, and repairing damage from Flight 2. They are also upgrading the orbital tank farm to enhance capacity and loading capability, potentially reducing propellant load times for the full stack from 90 to 45 minutes. And just yesterday, a significant development was observed at the launch complex. The Super Heavy Booster 10 was transported to the site, joining Starship-28. Both are now poised for an intensive test campaign. Standing 69 meters tall, Booster 10 is powered by 33 Raptor 2 engines arranged in a series of rings. These engines are fed by a liquid oxygen tank and a methane tank essential for the booster's operation. The booster quick disconnect system, a critical feature located on the orbital launch table, plays a vital role in fueling the booster. This system retracts shortly before the booster's first motion. Additionally, the booster is equipped with composite overwrapped pressure vessels and electronic units vital for its functioning. The booster's design also includes large grid fins for control during descent through the atmosphere, similar to those on Falcon 9 but much larger. Starship-28, the upper part of the rocket, complements the Super Heavy booster. This section, standing 50 meters tall, is equipped with 3 sea-level Raptor 2 engines and 3 vacuum-optimized Raptor 2 engines. These engines are enclosed in a skirt that also provides a structural element for connecting the booster and ship. Starship features a unique stage separation mechanism, where all 6 Raptor engines ignite, pushing the vehicle away from the booster. This is made possible by the hot stage ring that allows the exhaust from Starship's engines to expand outwards. Notably, Starship-28 has a payload bay designed for deploying Starlink satellites. Recently, SHIP-28 underwent important tests, including a spin prime test, which checks the pumps on the rocket to ensure they can inject fuel and oxidizer into the engines during later tests and at the time of launch. The next step after a spin prime test is typically a static fire test, which is crucial in assessing the readiness of the rocket for launch. SpaceX's approach to these developments has been systematic. and transparent, with regular updates shared on social media platforms. This openness has allowed enthusiasts and the public to closely follow the progress of these groundbreaking projects. The company's efficiency and determination are evident in their quick actions, such as rolling out Booster 10 to the launch pad and conducting tests on SHIP-28. SpaceX's most recent Starship iteration has commenced showcasing its impressive capabilities. The company initiated a pivotal static fire trial on December 20th, engaging the Starship upper stage, prototype dubbed SHIP-28. This test involved a brief ignition of the vehicle's Raptor engines while securely tethered at the Starbase site in South Texas. The noteworthy Flight 3 Starship successfully executed a comprehensive static fire, utilizing all 6 Raptor engines. This milestone was shared by the company a few hours after the event via a post on X, which included remarkable footage capturing the intensity of the test. It all began with an alert from SpaceX, notifying of an impeding space test scheduled from 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening, setting the stage for this groundbreaking event. At precisely 1:37 p.m. local in South Texas, the ignition sequence of SHIP-28's engines commenced, a vital moment in SpaceX's mission. The test of the rocket's 6 engines proceeded as planned, showcasing a nominal performance as the Raptors ignited, casting a mesmerizing flame for a fleeting yet significant duration. During the spectacle, it appeared that the initial ignition involved the 3 sea-level engines, succeeded by the activation of the 3 vacuum Raptors, with the sea-level engines continuing to fire before all 6 engines simultaneously shut down. This seamless coordination of engine ignition and shutdown exemplified SpaceX's precision engineering and operational finesse. This milestone stands as a testament to SpaceX's remarkable efficiency. In the past, such tests might have required multiple attempts, but this time the entire countdown and ignition process unfolded seamlessly, a testament to SpaceX's expertise. Notably, the installation of the Raptor engines occurred 4 months ago at the McGregor testing facility, marking this static fire as their first operation since then. Crucially, both the rocket and its ground support equipment emerged unscathed post-test with only a few damaged tiles. A minor issue in the grand scheme. Additionally, the subsequent testing of SHIP-28's payload bay yielded positive results, signifying its continued functionality following the rigorous static fire trial. With the successful completion of this crucial test, attention turns to the next phase as SHIP-28 is set to return to the high bay for further preparations. Plans include the inclusion of a dummy payload, a significant step in simulating real mission conditions, solidifying the vehicle's readiness for future endeavors. There's more news on the horizon. A recent overpressure notice hints at potential developments, possibly heralding the awaited Booster 10 static fire test. Notably, this particular prototype recently demonstrated a distinctive movement when its grid fins exhibited activity post-test following its counterpart's trial. Upon the completion of these critical tests, the stage is set for the stacking of the Starship upper stage onto the booster, marking an essential milestone toward completing the launch vehicle. This progress signifies the imminent readiness of the hardware for integrated flight tests 3, poised to propel SpaceX into the next phase of its ambitious objectives. The upcoming 3rd flight aims to push the boundaries further, envisaging Starship's controlled landing in the ocean north of Kauai, Hawaii. In addition, there is speculation about a potential in-space propellant transfer test, although this aspect remains unconfirmed. SpaceX's current focus on SHIP-28 and its flight partner Booster 10, a Super Heavy prototype, underscores the company's drive to expedite Starship's subsequent flight. However, the timeline remains uncertain. Even with favorable testing outcomes, SpaceX might encounter a delay in acquiring a launch license from the Federal Aviation Administration. The FAA, in the wake of Flight 2's incident, is conducting an inquiry and will withhold the license until completing the investigation and confirming any necessary corrective measures by SpaceX. Kathy Luters, SpaceX's general manager overseeing the Starbase launch site near Brownsville, expressed the company's goal of targeting the first quarter of the upcoming year for the 3rd test flight. She remarked optimistically, "It would be great if we were in the first quarter, definitely." However, considering the meticulous process, she noted Elon Musk's eagerness for a December launch but acknowledged the practical challenges. Musk's fervent desire for rapid progress is admirable, reflecting SpaceX's commitment to innovation and exploration despite the meticulous attention to safety and regulatory procedures. The journey ahead for SpaceX before the Starship can ferry humans back to the moon is indeed an extensive and multifaceted one. The company faces a series of crucial demonstrations, launching both the Super Heavy and Starship into low Earth orbit and executing successful recoveries.
Despite being someone who accepts failure, Elon Musk surely wouldn't want to witness his proud rocket explode for the third time. That's why he and SpaceX have made new strides in the Starship program, ensuring that the outcome of the third launch will be different. The first thing we have to talk about is the rocket's automatic communication system. In Starship's second flight, the communication system linking the rocket and SpaceX's central control room experienced an interruption. This issue might not have received much attention so far, but it plays a crucial role in the safety of Starship's flight or any other flight. It's an aspect that needs careful consideration. Imagine a spacecraft as a smart independent explorer in space, equipped with a two-way communication system. It is a down channel for receiving information, telemetry from its sensors, and an up channel for receiving new instructions or program updates. It's like sending a message to your robot friend exploring a distant planet. However, the launch vehicles or rockets are more like one-way messengers. They only have a down channel for sending telemetry back to Earth. The instructions or program they follow are set in stone before they even leave the ground, kind of like programming a robot before it embarks on a mission. So while rockets can share their status with us, they don't get to receive new instructions on the fly like spacecraft do. If the communication link is severed, we lose vital information about the rocket's position, its intended maneuvers, and the potential risk of unintended explosions. It's like navigating blindly, and this situation could pose significant hazards to the overall safety of the area. A unique hiccup with Rocket Lab serves as a cautionary tale. They lost a rocket when the link between the rocket and the ground was severed, triggering an automatic abort that shut down the engines mid-flight. SpaceX also faced a parallel situation in their recent second launch. The second crucial aspect that Elon Musk and SpaceX will show us the difference from previous launches is in the stable operation of the 33 engines combined with the flow of fuel within the Super Heavy. It didn't make its full burn, so it's evident that they've made significant progress in that aspect. And it's the most muscular part of the rocket that they appear to have completed on the vehicle's second flight. However, the issue here that likely revolves around the fuel coordination of the Starship's Super Heavy as it separates from the initial stage and returns to Earth. It has to ignite a subset of engines to control the atmospheric re-entry. And what probably happened is that almost all the fuel was exhausted. The rocket is, 60 to 70 miles up in the sky, it's swinging back and forth, and there's not much propellant left in the tanks. And so, it turns out to really be a challenge to get the oxidizer and the methane propellant all the way into the bottom of the engine. Therefore, the natural propensity of fuel is actually to rise to the top of the vehicle. SpaceX will certainly implement some technical solutions to precisely regulate the fuel flow. The third difference is a new shirt of Starship. Yes, I mean the heat shield of Starship, which will be reinforced on the spacecraft using a different method. While the basic steps for attaching the initial heat shields may remain, SpaceX will introduce additional methods to check the strength and adhesion of the heat shield tiles. In both the first and second launches, many heat shield tiles were observed falling off during ascent. Perhaps they overlooked testing each tile individually with a suction cup to verify their adhesion, a step they typically took in previous tests. As a part of the FAA's requirements, SpaceX has to solve the problem of heat shield by finding a more reliable way to attach the tiles to the rocket. SpaceX has shown new signs of changing the method of installing heat shield tiles. It starts with the introduction of new pins to attach to the heat shield bricks. Of course, they still use a system of 3 clips for each tile, but instead of being spaced as far apart as previously, now those 3 clips move closer together. This hinted at the reduction of the brick size, which would significantly improve the heat shield tile strength, making them harder to crack. Perhaps SpaceX will apply this new design for the whole system on the vehicle, or they'll use a hybrid approach, given that just installing the smaller size tails in more challenging areas like near the flaps while the majority of the ship's area is unchanged. Besides that, the new heat tiles might be getting a metal insertion for an unknown reason. Some suppose that it looked like a secondary protective layer in addition to the star brick outside. Within the context that if the heat shield falls out, at least the stainless steel skins is protected by that metal.
And that's about it for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and that's all for today's update. If you enjoyed watching and found it useful, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. And if you want to support our channel and if you want to be up to date, you can become an exclusive member, so click on our perks through the link in the description below. Thanks to watching and see you next time.